And then this is the new game from the Dashy Crashy people, Mr. Traffic. Have you played this?
I've been playing the shit out of this. Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't had a chance to fire this up yet, but Dashy Crashy is both one of our favorite games ever.
Yeah.
Perfect, like, kill a few minutes game. And I
So,
love the production values of it. It's a bunch of ex-Sega people, so it has that Sega arcade vibe of being, like, happy and bright and colorful and loud.
yeah.
That's what I always love that about Dashy Crashy.
No,
In
so,
addition to it being, like, a really good, like, twitchy game. But
yeah. So the way this one
so
works.
what's this one about?
It's so imagine a traffic cop standing in the center of a four-way intersection, and cars pull up, and they'll either have their turn they will have their turn signal on, or will go straight. And I feel like the turn signal is not always reliable. Like that's just kind of what they, a lot like driving a real car. Like you don't really know if someone's actually going to turn or whatever. So you tap on the cars as they come in, and your little police officer blows the whistle and points at them, and then they can go through the intersection, right? So it's kind of like a chaos management game sort of thing, and that the longer a car sits at the intersection, there's this mechanic where like the driver gets like angry, kind of like these different like sandwich making games or like Sally Spa or whatever, where like if you're not like attending to someone, they get madder and madder and madder until they leave. Yeah. Well, with this, if you don't let them through the intersection, they get madder and madder and madder until they just go anyway. And so there's this like major time crunch of like allowing everyone through. And you can also tap on someone that's moving and get them to stop. And that seems to reset the anger thing for like just a hair. And you kind of go until there's an accident. And there, of course, just like Dashy Crashy, there's all these different random events that happen. And you'll just get like an exclamation mark or something like that on like one side of the screen. And that means like, hey, there'll be like a police chase that comes through, or like a semi caravan, or like other stuff like that you don't have any control of, and you just need to like stop traffic and allow that to pass. And a lot like Dashy. I mean, one of my favorite things about Dashy Crashy, and the reason I always tell people to check it out, is because like this is a game, from a design perspective, this is a game that is even fun when you lose, right? Because like with Dashy Crashy, it's like you could hand it to a kid that doesn't even know what they're doing, and like they might crash immediately, but then there's this whole like kind of like second act of like a play experience,
steering your crash into other cars,
you're like steering your crash as you bounce around. And this I
love that.
So this has kind of like a what was the name of that Burnout mode that was like set up the ultimate crash sort of thing? Was it just Burnout Crash or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think just that.
But so that's what happens is like, so you get so once you eventually crash, like the rest of the cars will eventually all just kind of mash together, then some more will come in, and and that'll be like kind of like the post game score multiplier is like how good you did navigating all the traffic, and then like how epic of a pile up you can make.
Which that post crash scene can add up to a lot of good stuff too. Like, it can be a game changer.
Yeah, so you get coins for playing, and of course you can watch ads for more coins and spend those coins for weird little cosmetic stuff, and it's fun. Yeah, another good game from Dumpling Design.
Yeah, that's one. When we're done recording, I'm going to fire up because still trying out the games from the week.
What I like about it is it's very, until you like get a hang of it, like the session times are very short. Like you'll play for like 30 seconds at a time, which to me is pretty good for a mobile game. You're
Same with Dashy Crashy, really.
Right. Yeah. And then but then a lot like Dashy Crashy, you'll have these runs where it's like everything's just going perfect, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm managing all this at once, and it like it gives you a lot of like that kind of like feeling from the original Flight Control, where it's just like you get in the zone where it's like, I can't believe that I'm managing all this stuff, and it's like any of this can go wrong at any moment, but like somehow I'm hanging on. Like it's got a lot of that to it. So
I like that.
Highly recommend it. I like it a lot.
Nice. Mr. Traffic from Dumpling Design. Love those guys.